What's up everybody, welcome back to another drawing tutorial. Today we're going to be doing Luffy Gear 5 using lightning as a weapon. Pretty cool. This is the best image I could find. It looks like a fan art or kind of like a redraw of the original. So credit to whoever did this, but it's kind of based on the original drawing, so I'm not quite sure who did it. So, let's go. Center point of my page, it's about here, right? So his head is kind of off to the right a little bit. It's not like dead center. It's kind of off to the right, just to fit his hand with the lightning and stuff inside, okay? So I'm going to start with his, where do we start? We start with his eyebrows, those curly sort of eyebrows, right? So you do this sort of spiral, and then ticks up this way. This goes underneath his hair, so you could bring it to a point if you want, or you could just leave it kind of like this. And the other side sort of goes up this way. Maybe I'll bring it to the point, just like up here somewhere. But that'll be erased, you can't see it really. But it might be just handy to draw it in. Right, and then his other eyebrow. So we do same sort of thing again, another spiral kind of shape just here. So it goes around and up, there. And then back in, like so. So this one's a little bit smaller because his head is kind of turned away from us. So we're a little bit three-quarter pose, right? So his eyes are in underneath that. So Luffy's eyes are kind of easy. They're just like circle shapes. Like that. You could go full circle around if you want, but for some reason, they like to leave gaps sometimes. So we just leave a little gap and then we do the bottom. Just there. I guess it looks cooler. And then his iris. Circle just here. I've seen his eyes lots of different colors for this form. It'd be interesting to see how they do it in the anime. And then his pupil just in the middle. I've seen him silver, I've seen him like red and gold and all this kind of stuff. We won't know until they animate it. Looking forward to it though. Right, so then his other eye again, so kind of three-quarter. It's a little bit smaller than this one, right? So just like the line there, and it's kind of like we're in this kind of diagonal sort of, we're not like flat across from one another. See, it's kind of like up a little bit, that line. Right, and then the other side of the eye there, and we leave a little bit of a gap and add that bottom part. And then his iris, just underneath the eyebrow. There, and a pupil in the middle. Okay, so zoom in here on my picture. So we're in three-quarter, so kind of like the nose comes down from the eyebrow this way, right? So it kind of goes down, out there. That's the bridge of his nose. And then it kind of flicks back into there. And then we got like a nostril on this side. And if you want like some kind of wrinkle lines and things here, just some kind of frowns and stuff like that. We can't forget a scar there. And then here. Big smiling mouth, One Piece just got this big sort of, it's like a moon shape for their mouth when they smile. And then this goes down. You know, it's like a banana or a moon shape kind of thing. And then we'll put some gums in the corner. And then just teeth lines all coming down. So like one in the middle. And then the rest kind of come out from there. Bottom lip line, just here real close to the teeth. And then he's got this U-shaped sort of face that goes just like the whole way around this, right? So we start up at the corner of the eye, right? So it just goes down. And it comes around for his chin. So it's just like a gradual sort of, it's like a wine glass sort of shape. Up this way. Okay, so far so good for my first drawing back in 2 weeks. Okay, and then hair. Okay, so he's got this cloudy like hair. So we go spike here. And then this like wavy part that cuts off his eyebrow, like I said, and then spiral around like that. Seem to have like some hairlines just kind of zigzagging this way. And then another one spirals in the middle, like that. And then we have more hair spikes here. Another one sort of here. So, and we'll just add the ears maybe. So we got like an ear coming out here. Goes around into his jaw. We can see a little bit of a one here as well. Like that. And then lines inside the ear. So you can make that as complicated as you want. It's the easy way of doing it, just like a letter J. And then some more lines inside. Right, so rest of the hair. So coming out from behind his ear here, we start some just adding wispy spikes. You could do this kind of your own style if you wanted, but once you get these kind of spirals inside, it seems to, that's like the main theme of his hair. You know, so like a spike with a spiral. Hair moves, blows in the wind, so don't worry if yours isn't exactly in the same place as mine. Once you just get that general shape, you should be fine. Right, coming around, another spike. And there is some cloud that goes around his shoulder and things that kind of cover a little bit of the hair maybe, but we'll just draw it all in first and we can erase whatever we don't need. So another sort of spiral there. And that's kind of his hair, right? So we'll move down. I'm going to do his body, right? So, and then we'll do those smoky things coming over his shoulder, maybe his leg, and then we'll deal with arms and hands. So, waistcoat kind of coming down this way and blows out kind of here. Okay, waistcoat on the other side. We'll go this way. It's kind of ripped and torn. And then we meet sort of cloud here somewhere. Because it comes like over his shoulders. And I think it wraps around underneath again, I think. I might need a different image for that. But I can't see it in this. It's done with like Photoshop smoky effects. Right, so anywho, side of his body and chest, right? So the center line for his chest will go here, right? And then you'll have his like top of his chest muscles or collarbones like going that way. There might be like neck muscles and things there. Bottom of his chest underneath, right? These are the bottom of his chest muscles there. And then you'll have like his abs like going this way. Right, so like ab muscles and things just done in with these sort of box-like shapes. Like that, right? You could have, so side of his body sort of here, right? So you'll have like ribs and various bumps, and the side of his body on this side, and maybe some oblique muscles just there. His waistband comes along the bottom here, so you'll have like a couple of bumps, and then this just comes around here. And bumps around like that and back up. And then you gotta add like fabric lines, texture lines just on all these. I think it's a scarf, so it seems to like flow down his leg or something. So his leg goes off this way, and then we got like a ribbon tied and flows off this way. Again, you can add some fabric lines. So we'll do his knee here. So we got like some fabric lines here. And then we meet that foam or fur that he has on the end of his trousers, just there where it meets his knee, right? So his knee, again, it's just simple sort of anatomy in One Piece. It's just this sort of round sort of shape there for his knee. That's about it, really. You can add more things like this if you want to draw it sort of manga style. You know, Oda likes to do lots of this kind of stuff. And then center line for his pants just goes this way, and you'll have like fold lines and texture lines just to show the pull of the fabric going in different directions, like that. Scar in here, so we can't forget the scar. That would be crazy. So there. X marks the spot. It's just a big X or like star just there, and it can have like these texture lines and things. Like that. Okay, so I'm just going to get a different image for the cloud around his shoulder if I can. So it kind of goes underneath his arm. Does it? Yeah, it goes underneath his arm. Does it connect at the back? That's the question. I think it does. No. It goes around his neck. Okay. Yeah, okay, so it goes around his neck. Okay, so let's just do it maybe. Let's just do it here. Okay, so goes around the back of his head anyway. So we'll just bump it around. We'll add a spiral. And just bring it around his head here. And so the other side of it, you know, it's do like just like cloud like this. Maybe with some wispy sort of spikes and things, kind of like his hair. Going this way. Some hatching inside. And this will go underneath his arm, I think. It disappears like back underneath his arm or around his arm. So it like goes back in here somewhere. We'll just add these spirals. So it like disappears there somewhere. So it'll have to come out the other side of his head. And then it'll disappear back underneath his arm here somewhere. So this goes underneath his body or his arm. So we'll put his body like the side of his chest or his waistcoat just there. So this will disappear back in under there. And the other side will go that way. So that means his shoulder will have to be here. Okay, so that means we have two arms that come out this way and a bit more of his waistcoat here that we should be able to see, right? So just like blowing off out the back that way. And we'll put some buttons. And some fold lines there. So then two arms. This arm will be holding the lightning and this one will probably just go off the page. So like we'll have like a big line just going that way. And then we can see like a bit of his shoulder just in here. Some fabric lines just to fill it out. And then the arm going off this way. And he's got that wavy kind of sleeve on the end. So his arm will go where? Maybe see some of his arm going that way. And then the rest of his waistcoat kind of here, blowing in the wind. some texture lines and stuff there. Right, so then the lightning arm. So what do we got? So we got the end of his sleeve up here. This sort of bumpy sleeve that he has. And then his arm, big rubber, sort of stretched out back ways this way. It's so cool that he can like use lightning as a weapon. It makes so much sense because he's rubber. It's a good addition to the Luffy canon. So you're kind of grabbing the lightning like a stick, right? That's what he's doing, right? He's got like little finger comes out and then real simply drawn, just like these 4 fingers kind of just bent over the lightning. And then it comes round to his thumb. Right, so it's drawn in real rough, it's not. And the lightning kind of comes out from here, right? So that's the hand. And then lightning all coming this way, right? So you can do this anyway. So the lightning basically going this way. It's like a big thunderbolt, and then you might have like some extra lightning just coming around from behind, and maybe like another one. You're thinking sort of tree branch kind of stuff. Just there. You can do as much of this as you want now. And maybe like some lightning just in between the knuckles. And yeah, his other arm goes off that way. So that's it. That's how to draw Luffy Gear 5 Lightning Bolt attack. Hope it's helpful, guys. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.